Oh, they did that part. What's this? Oh, there we go. There we go. Hello, hey, how's it going? Hey, how are you all? It's Hella. It's fantastic to meet you. Would you like to introduce yourself in case some people don't know who you Santi Oh, you are Hello, hello, hello. Yes, I gotcha. What's up? Would you like to introduce yourself? I'm sure chat is going wild. They know who you are, but I need to know, of course, everyone. My name is Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. I am the congresswoman for New York's 14th congressional district. Thank you so much today. Thank you. Thank you to Chelsea for giving me the heads up and inviting me. Oh gosh, I committed so much voter fraud for you. It's amazing. It's fits. Whoa, how is it going over there? The government is like shut down, longest shutdown in history. The government is currently shut down. It's the longest shutdown in American history. Our airport workers are not getting paid. Our FDF food inspectors are not getting paid. We have folks showing up to NASA that are not paid, and they showing up for free just to keep you. No basic vital systems to keep our astronauts alive, continuing, and so it's kind of a mess right now, and we redoing everything that we can. We are the KOO, kind of say, kind of do, yeah. So, I always, oh, I always show you so. I feel you so. How you so sorry you how will. How how you I will go bow be see so I think what you Redoing is phenomenal, and I'm glad that the Democrats haven't caved because it's a big thing to cave on, and it's good, yeah, absolutely. And it an issue because regardless of whether it's for a wall or for anything else, the whole point is that if we caved on this, no matter what the request was, then we were basically legitimizing the tactic of holding people's paychecks hostage, and then they can do it again whenever they want. Yeah, exactly, for any agenda point. Yeah, I mean it. It's not only that, but like now we now kids air yelling, build a wall to like indigenous people and like clear that you know it. Yeah, absolutely, it's a gigantic monument to white supremacy effectively. Exactly, and it's just, they applaud you all for the organizing that you redoing, because the best way that we fight against tactics like that is not just resistance, but by actively supporting and advancing the communities that need advocacy the most. So we really appreciate you and everyone who's joining you today. Yeah, did you think that it was gonna get to this point? It could that is they 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 those to both bow bow by weather bow 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 It's been amazing and just whoa. Could I get you to say trans rights? Pardon me. Yes. Could I say trans rights, please? I know there's a lot of people in the chat who would love to hear it, trans rights. Absolutely. It's a no-brainer, trans rights or civil rights or human rights. Thank you so much. I've actually got a question to kind of bounce off of that. So you have done an absolutely stellar job over the last just a few weeks, couple. Barely a month of taking the 70 tax rate and turning it from an abstract concept into a specific policy that the public understands, and you is there anything on the dough? Bio, 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 does tie, tile, tile, see, making use of zone, so, to have the though, to zone, to zone, to, to, believe, pardon, pardon, tell, the zone, I'll do, in my moment, I, I'm in the 77 to the Mom, I think that's an excellent question. It's an interesting one as well, because when we re-talking about actually just fighting for equal protection, it's not as though we retrying to advance a specific policy as much as it is we retrying. It's more of, I feel like, a lot of the times It's the we rehaving is a cultural one much more than just the more than a marginal tax rate is so what we really need to do and show I think which I think we re starting to do is have this conversation a lot more in our culture. And so for so long. I would say that Democrats in the United States have operated from a defensive place for a very, very long time, and what we redoing is just kind of going on the offensive. Like I just tweeted today that in the United States we wouldn't have to talk about bathrooms at all if everyone just washed their hands and minded their own business. Amazing, what an idea. And so I think that a lot of what we need to do is put things into perspective, but also continue to reassert that equal rights means equal rights. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what you wearing. It does to matter how well you identify, and in terms of legislation we can legislate protections or legislate, and this is actually a question that we had recently, not just specifically to the truth. Pretty reviews of you, bad with you, DOL, bad with for service of the zoo, bio, 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 yeah, and so we actually pushed back against it, even though it may seem kind of like a twisted logic or counterintuitive of sorts, but we actually pushed back against it because we said we don't want to have a debate about what is already settled. Once you put that stuff up for discussion, it is exactly. And so really what I think we have to reassert is that when we say that equal rights for all, we mean equal rights for all, no asterisk exceptions, fine print, nothing is so fantastic to hear, and I'm glad we got you on. I'd love to talk more about trans rights and tax rate, but I would also we need to ask, do you know how to turn on the power in Frantic Factory in Donkey Kong 64 because I've been here for hours and I don't know, do not. I'm sorry, Donkey Kong 64 is outside of my wheelhouse. Well, that's okay. Your wheelhouse is really, really good. I just you've lost me vote. No, this is please continue. I never owned N64 though. I don't think it's probably the best system out of all of them. I never owned N64, but I used to go to my cousin's house all the time, and she had Super Mario 64, Pokemon Snap, and probably a handful of other things. Yes, that's probably all. Ye know how to play Pokemon Snap was fantastic. Please, what you saying was really important. I said that was a poor taste joke. Please do continue. Yeah, I just want to say that like one of the biggest things that I find with the community, like for me personally, it's like house. It's like the biggest issues that we face, or housing and health care. Yeah. Absolutely isn't uniting behind. It's a single issue thing that affects absolutely everyone. Yeah. That's right. And that's when we have these conversations about intersectionality that are so important, because that it's that community does. Before you wait, between do how 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 to do how they viewed how to do how to found how to how you see hey do DC Ho vu this of those of those you so who so lose you. They look at you say they say why they you do you can do you can do can do can I know by where by where you do so you how you know you do power you can use you do you power power you power you power show you will you power will you have you seen the Arc Dance's Twitter account? I have seen that we had them. Yeah, this great. I haven't seen all the tweets, but there was warning. I missed the classic what's the song what? A song I'm trying to remember. It's the 80s song You Can Dance If You Want to the safety dance. Well, chat is losing their minds. Thank you so much for stopping by. Of course made it a phenomenal weekend for many people. I am so glad. Thank you for doing this work. I really appreciate it. Everyone appreciates it. No, thank you. Thank you for doing your work. And thank you. See you on I'm sorry we've been a bit quiet now, but I just you Alexandria, you are giving a lot of people a lot of hope right now. Thank you. And I really don't have anything to ask, but just wanted to say that I am kind of shaking. No reason to shake. Thank you. Thank you so very much, and I'm so happy that you know the movement isn't all just about one person either. It's that we can have these spontaneous, joyous, and supportive moments, and any one of us can be responsible and be the source of it. So I thank you all so much and have an amazing day. Thank you. Bye. Bye writes. That's right.